Hello one, hello all to something that I thought I'd not be doing for a little while there. But yeah, made a decision. Not going to do any more Doctor Who reviews of the new series until the end of the current series, which is only, let's face it, 2 weeks away. Okay? Reason for that is I have felt that the whole series is one long character act that's building to something characterful rather than episodes in isolation that are building up to a threat at the end. I don't know if that makes sense, but hopefully that's going to bear itself out in the next couple of weeks. So leaving that for the moment, trust me, there's loads of other people doing episode by episode reviews, but I did want to get the Whotenanny started again. So yeah. Mainly, I think I also went to the Doctor Who experience, the refurbished Doctor Who experience yesterday, and yeah, was bought this lovely scarf by my lovely girlfriend and stuff. So yeah, sort of wanted to make a video marking that, and also marking this, which is what I got last year for my birthday, which is the Rassilon box set. Yeah, oh yeah, very cool, very cool. Again, bought by my lovely girlfriend for my birthday, so wanted to get this review because it's been a year, over a year now. So yeah, this is the Rassilon box set. Basically, it's a time capsule. It's a Tom Baker time capsule is what it actually is. Marking Tom Baker's tenure as the Doctor, kind of for the 50th anniversary, but it's sort of in an unofficial capacity. But it's got lots of stuff in there. It's a real little treasure chest of Tom Baker stuff. So yeah, let's first have a look at the box itself. It's lovely. It's really, really nice. It's got the seal of Rassilon on the front there. It kind of reminds me, in a sort of oblique way, of the Black Scrolls box that's brought out on the 5th Doctor that's used to frame the Castellan. It's not especially like that, but it kind of reminds me of it. And it's just a really nice, neat little way of marking Tom Baker's tenure as the Doctor. I mean, there's been other attempts, there's been other box sets doing that as well, but this is a really nice way to do it. So let's have a look inside, shall we? It's got a magnetic seal on it, so if you just pop that open. And basically, you get a box that looks very much like this when you open it. So you've got various weird things in there, so I'll just take the first two bits off. But this is how it looks when you take the paper out and everything. So obviously you've got your Tom Baker figure there, you've got your main bit there. You've also got the sonic screwdriver as well, which is at the bottom, which is very, very nice. But we'll go through this bit by bit, basically. We get a lovely picture of Tom Baker as the Doctor, with the iconic scarf, which is really cool. You get a lovely letter in here from Tom Baker. And I'll read a bit out to you. So it says, "My dear fan, you are now in possession of a treasure chest. How do I know that? Because this letter is inside the chest and it's just for you." People who have bought it, obviously. So far this spring I've been to 3 gatherings of devoted fans. After all these years I remain deeply grateful to you for your devotion and encouragement, so I must instantly say thank you from my heart. He's a great guy. I really would love to meet Tom Baker one time. It says, "First up for me is Terror of the Zygons, directed by Douglas Camfield with costumes by Jim Aitchison. Jimmy was who designed my first costume and awarded the long scarf. I remember it as a good story with wonderful props. The Zygon computers were fiendishly clever and looked very like modern pizzas, American hot." So there you go. The other thing that you do get in there is a set of postcards with all the Doctor's, 4th Doctor's companions on there. It says here, "And the girls on the cards, a lovely selection of Sarah Jane Smith, Romana and Leela, all looking brave in spite of dangers which you cannot see. These are lovely pictures of dear friends, and to just look at images of Liz Sladen and Mary Tam wrenches my old heart." Oh, because of course we've lost them, but it's a lovely letter. It's really nice. I'm not going to read it all because it'd take too long, and because that doesn't give you an incentive to buy the thing. So yeah, we'll have a look at the DVDs that you get in there. So the DVDs, you can't immediately make out what they say on there. That's because you need this, which is a Time Lord decoder, or as I like to say, a Lucasade wrapper from the 80s. So yeah, you've got, first off, I don't know if you guys will be able to see this on your cameras, on your video screens at home, but we've got Terror of the Zygons, which we'll look into in a little while. You also get Genesis of the Daleks. This is an audio adventure of Genesis. Really well rendered, really nicely remastered and everything. It's Genesis of the Daleks. I will look into that at some point as well. And finally, you get the interview with the Time Lord, which is about half an hour talking to Tom Baker about his time as the Doctor and his thoughts and his feelings of what's happened since and everything. It's really nice. Tom Baker's a lovely old guy. Like I said, someone I would really love to meet one day. And he does take the business of being the Doctor seriously. Not that any of them haven't, but he really does, because I think he realised just how popular he was. And I think he misses it. I think he misses it. And by that point, I think that the wounds that he had with Doctor Who have healed. Which is why he was in the 50th. In that lovely little scene with Matt Smith. It was the highlight for me of the whole thing. But there you go. You also get a book. The Tomb of Valdemar. Which is very good. It's one of the Doctor Who adventures that the BBC did just before the new series was recommissioned in 2005, so about in the late 90s, sort of early 2000s. It's a really good story with him and Romana. It's set during the Key to Time stuff, actually, so it's very interesting to see him with Romana 1, because everybody usually sees Romana 2 in these things. So it's really nice to have a Romana 1 story. This one I'm going to have to take off the seal, so bear with me because I don't like doing this. Yeah. The seal doesn't want to come off. Okay. I think I'm just going to have to bite the bullet on this one and just remove the seal. So bear with me 2 seconds. Oh, that wasn't too bad actually. There we go. I've never actually taken the seal off, but I do want to show you these. So you've got a lovely image of this Sladen there. I believe that's from Sontaran Invasion, or Sontaran Experiment. Sorry, Sontaran Experiment. You've got Ian Marter there, lovely Ian Marter. One of my favourite companions, Harry Sullivan, again from the Sontaran Experiment. Another one of my favourites, Leela. I love Leela. I love that whole season of him and Leela travelling together. It's very Pygmalion, and she was criminally underused, I think. And sort of, she wanted to leave, and it's a shame. But she's back in the audios, but I do love Leela. I would have liked to have seen more of her. We've got K9 as well. Who doesn't love K9? He's a little bit disco. Then Mary Tam as Romana 1, who I love. I actually prefer Romana 1 to Romana 2. Unpopular opinion, I know, but I kind of like her haughtiness in the Key to Time. And just the way that she softens as she spends more time with the Doctor, I think is a great little character arc. Mary Tam played it off really, really well, and is a sad loss to everyone. And then we've got Richard Dawkins' Mrs. Or Lalla Ward as she's known, or Romana 2 as she's known to Doctor Who fans. Yes, she really is married to Richard Dawkins, isn't that strange? And then we've got Pooh Adric. I feel sorry for Adric, I really do. Not too sorry for him. I still got to see the back of him. And then lovely, lovely Nyssa, who wasn't with the Doctor, Fourth Doctor for very long, but she was still important. And again, Tegan. Again, not with the Doctor for too long, but I still think a very important character. Really, really nice set of postcards, and really high quality paper as well, high quality cardboard. It's not the sort of thing that's going to break very easily, which is good for something like this, which is, you know, quite collectible. So yeah, that's the stuff in the middle. So we do get a Fourth Doctor action figure as well. This is the Fourth Doctor portrayed just after he'd regenerated from the Third Doctor, so he's still wearing the Third Doctor's clothes from Planet of the Spiders. It's a really nice rendition of Tom Baker, and unlike a lot of Tom Baker action figures, he's not smiling, he's not got the toothy grin, so it's really, I think, really nice to see him just with the curly hair and everything, in a very, very vulnerable point in his existence, probably the most vulnerable point. But I do like the Adventure Robot, which is his first adventure. I know a lot of people aren't too keen on it, but I really like it as a first adventure to sort of get you in the swing of things. It's needed. You know, you need that sort of stability from the last series, whereas they didn't always have that in the 80s when I was growing up, because you had Castrovalva and then Twin Dilemma, and then obviously you had not the awfulness that was Time of the Rani, but certainly the jarring of Time and the Rani, whereas Robot was just a little bit of continuity just to get you back in the swing of things. And also you get the Fourth Doctor's Sonic Screwdriver, which I have wanted for quite a while. I do like this Sonic Screwdriver, I really do. Just to give you a quick comparison, this is the Third Doctor's Sonic Screwdriver. You put them together, it's clearly different, it's clearly bigger, it's a new model. This, I always remember, I mean, I remember being used in everything, but especially Revenge of the Cybermen. I love the simplicity of it. I love the fact that you don't really press a button, you just grab on the end there and just pull it down. It's a piece of beauty, and it's really nicely done in just stark silver with the red circular bit at the end. It's just nice. It feels good to use, especially with this. I can technically cosplay now as Tom Baker. If it wasn't for the great big gut, the beard and the glasses, I'd look just like him. But it's certainly a case of I might have to at some point cosplay as the Fourth Doctor, but we'll see. Yeah, so that's the box set as it is, but obviously there's other things as well that we need to discuss. So Terror of the Zygons. Terror of the Zygons. Zygons obviously playing a large part in the 50th anniversary celebrations. They were the main baddies, if there were baddies, in the 50th adventure, Day of the Doctor. Zygons always seem to me to be not that bad as villains. Again, it's a case of their planet was destroyed through an unnamed cataclysm, and they just wanted a place to live. Sadly, the bunch of Zygons that landed on the planet with the Fourth Doctor just wanted to kill everybody or use humans as slaves. Whereas it worked out a bit nicer in Day of the Doctor. But yeah, the basic plot of Terror of the Zygons is that a bunch of oil rigs up in Scotland are being destroyed by an unknown menace. The unit are called in to investigate, and the Brigadier calls the Doctor. This is just set after Revenge of the Cybermen. In fact, at the end of Revenge of the Cybermen, the Doctor actually comes out and says, the Brigadier's calling me on the time-space telegraph. We've got to go. So they go. Doctor not best pleased that he's been called by the Brigadier, because the Fourth Doctor didn't like dealing with units at all. In the times that he did, it was always under extreme duress. He'd rather not have anything to do with them, because he's much more of a wanderer than the Third Doctor was. So yeah, Terror of the Zygons is basically an investigation more than anything else. The Zygons can shapeshift, so that makes it doubly difficult for the gang. And yeah, it's a really good action story. There's not much going on, character development, or there's no intricate plot. It's just a lot of chasing around most of the time. But it's done really, really well. Douglas Camfield was always good at that kind of thing. Because if I remember, he directed Seeds of Doom as well. And it's written by Robin Manx Stewart. So it was a very, very good kind of Doom Watch story. Where it's all involved villagers and sort of Little England or Little Scotland in this case. I always really liked it for that. It's a really, really good 70s, almost a conspiracy story, because if you just substitute Zygons for fifth columnists or something like that, terrorists or, you know, communists even, it's that kind of body snatchers kind of thing, where they do actually snatch bodies and become the people that they're purporting to be or that they've snatched. It's quite a violent one as well, as the people who were shot dead in it. There's a lot of death in Terror of the Zygons, and ultimately Harry decides to leave. He decides to just not come along, and it's done in the most understated way possible, because the Fourth Doctor just says to Sarah and Harry, "Come on then, let's go on another adventure." Sarah says, "Go on then." And Harry says, "Oh no, it's okay. I'll take the short way around. Sorry, I'll go on a train back to London." And it's a sweet little moment, but it's a shame that Harry couldn't stay for longer. But it was felt by the producers that he really didn't need Harry around. He could take care of himself. Interesting point to note about Harry: the reason he existed at all in the Doctor Who universe is because when Pertwee left, they wanted an older guy to take over, and Harry was supposed to be his muscle. It's kind of like a Picard-Riker sort of situation, where Riker would do all the heavy stuff, where Picard would be very much in the background, the talking operative. And it was supposed to be that way with the Doctor and Harry, but obviously Tom Baker was, at that point, a big strapping gentleman who really didn't need any help from anybody else physically. So Harry was surplus to requirements, and Ian Martin decided not to carry on with the role. It's a shame. I would have liked to see a lot more of Harry. I mean, he did pop up in things like the Android Invasion, but he wasn't really seen after that. Obviously, the Doctor and Sarah Jane would go on to be sort of almost a quintessential pairing for a generation. Very much like the Doctor and Clara are now, although that might change if anybody's seen the trailers for next week. But Terror of the Zygons is a classic, and rightfully so. The only thing that lets it down is the skeleton, which is the Loch Ness monster, purportedly, that the Zygons basically feed on on glandular residue. I think it is the best way to describe it. They feed on that, and they need to keep it alive. And the monster itself is kind of lame, even for 1976, 1975, 1976. It's still kind of lame. But it can get away with it because it's Doctor Who. Any other show, and I will be slagging it off and saying how terrible it is, and it's the worst thing ever. But it's Doctor Who, so it generally does get a free pass with me. It's kind of Doctor Who's thing, is hokey special effects. Not now, obviously, but back in the day, that was kind of Doctor Who's MO. But yeah, brilliant. It's a brilliant set of stories. It's Terror of the Zygons, and I encourage you all to get it. And I encourage you all to try and get it in this form, in the form of the Wrestling box set of the Tom Baker Time Capsule, because it is so well done, so nicely presented. I mean, that is a hardback box, you know. That is not something that's going to get wrecked. And like I say, the seal on it is magnetic, so it's just a really nice thing of beauty, and everybody should have it in their lives. So yeah, buy it if you can. Get it for Christmas or get it for someone's birthday. And I think that's pretty much it, really, from the Whotenanny today. It's been a pleasure talking about old Doctor Who again. It really has. So it's something I'm going to definitely do more of in the future, especially since I've got the attire to be able to do it now. So I shall be back. I'll be back next week with a normal review. I'm guessing it's something He-Man related or Transformers possibly. The week after that is the biggie, because I'm going to go through the whole of Peter Capaldi's first season as the Doctor. We're going to have a look at that together and just sort of evaluate this series. Luckily enough, after that, I've only got a little while to wait until the Christmas special as well, which is fucking double bubble. Yeah, other than that, take care of yourselves and each other. Keep it Whotenanny, keep it Dread Tidings, keep watching. I want to get the view count up. I really want this channel to be a success these days. I'm taking it kind of more seriously than I ever did. And also listen to Back to the 80s, because, you know, why wouldn't you? Until next time, guys, take care of yourselves and each other. Bye-bye for now.